Thank you for joining me for this lesson on runes, the language of magic. And now we're going to have activity. Together, we're going to make your own bind rune. Steps are going to be simple. You're going to select your runes, arrange your runes, and inscribe your runes. Remember, a bind rune is a symbol created with two or more runes superimposed on each other. You get meaning from the runes and from their arrangement. Let's review making some bind runes. So step one is to select your runes. I have 3 different ways of selecting runes listed here. You could select your rune meaning. Here's an example of for protection and sacrifice. You could select runes as initials. These are the initials for Hagal Bluetooth. Hagal and Berkana for the letters H and B, which are for King Harald Bluetooth. Or you can select runes for their sound, and together they can create a word. So here I'm creating the word love. I'm using the sound of L for Lagis, O, Othala, and V, the Wunjo. But the E in love doesn't really make a sound. V. So I'm not selecting a 4th rune. So now go ahead and take some time, review the runes, and select what runes you're going to make into a bind rune. You may pause the video here so you can see this chart. We'll also list the meanings of the runes in the show notes for this video. Okay, if you've got your bind runes selected, you have your runes for your bind runes selected, we are ready to move on. If you need more time, pause the video. Step 2, arranging the runes. This is an extra creative step where you're going to decide how you're going to arrange the runes. Our first example, these runes are laid on their side, one to the left and one to the right, and they're superimposed together to form an arrow. Remember, that is for sacrifice and protection. Now we've got the bind rune for the H and B initials for King Bluetooth, and that forms the Bluetooth logo used by the company by simply putting them right on top of each other. And in my 3rd example for love, first I arrange the runes simply by stacking them on top of each other. But that was a little more complicated. I wanted to try to simplify it. So instead, I flip some around and I put them more right on top of each other instead of stacked. Moving in the right direction, but I still didn't like what I had, so I kept going. And in this case, I've turned the 2 of the runes in about 45 degrees so they can line up with the sides of the base rune. And finally, I made this design by turning them all the way upside down at their angle and superimposing all 3 runes on top of each other. And this is my bind rune for love. So go ahead and take some time, arrange your runes. It's okay to have multiple drafts. That's why you should have note paper and pencil. And if you go ahead and pause the video here and come up with some kind of an arrangement. And the step three is inscribing your runes. So inscribing the runes isn't just writing it down. You're inscribing them in a way that's going to create this sigil. So a bind rune is a kind of sigil. A sigil is a image that has intention behind it. So in order to empower that sigil, you need to hold the concept that you have for this bind rune in your mind while you write it. Here's examples of them being inscribed. One's being stamped into leather. The second is a graphic design. But the third one is the one that I've created for love. As you can see, I used a medium, the heart wood disc, to inscribe on, and I rotated the bind rune again so it would mirror the shape of the heart. And that is my bind rune inscribed for love. And I made sure I held the concept of love in my mind and heart while I inscribed that. It's that simple. You can take some time, inscribe your runes, and thank you for watching this video.